Hello everyone. So today we're going to do the part 2 of the tutorial series that I'm doing in Java. So today we're going to talk about variables. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to create a directory in our desktop. So to view the files and the directory in our desktop, okay, simply type cd and then desktop. Okay, so I already created a directory here, the Java series directory. So in order for me to get there, I will going to type cd and then the directory name, which is Java series, and then we're going to clear the screen. Okay, and then we're going to display the directory. And as you can see, we don't have any files in the directory, and we're going to use notepad as our text editor. You can use a lot of text editor available, okay, but for this tutorial I will be using notepad because notepad is available in all Windows PC. So since our topic for today is variable, okay, the class name that I'm going to the class name will be variable. Okay, but before that, okay, we must check if this machine have a Java. So simply type Java. And if you don't have Java in your machine installed, okay, you can actually check my first tutorial. Okay, so in there I show step-by-step procedure on how to install Java. So again, going back, so the class name will be class variable, open parentheses, open bracket. Okay, sorry. Then public static void. Okay, main. Okay, string. Okay, args. Okay, open bracket and closing bracket. Okay, and then I'm gonna simply run the our program. So system.out that int line. Okay, so variables. Okay, then I'm going to save these to the directory that we just created, or where our compiler. Okay, so in saving a Java file, okay, your class name and your file name should be the same. So in our case, we have variable.java. Okay, so because if the file name and the class name is not the same, you might have problem later on. So I would suggest that your class name and your file name should be the same. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, we have our variable.java. So for us to create a class in this file, okay, we simply type java c variable.java, and then okay, as you can see, we don't have error. And if we're going to type vir, we do have variable.class and variable.java. So in order for us to run the Java file, simply type Java and then variable. Enter. Also, as you can see, we have a running program. Okay, so here the screen. Um, Before we go into variable, I just wanted to talk about comment. So there are two types of comment, and the first type is line comment, which means this part of the um, command or code will not going to be uh, read by the compiler. Okay, so this is sample of inline comment, and this type of comment, this is a block comment or a multiple line comment. So for example, block So let's say comment, and then we have here comment. Okay, so this type of comment. Okay, so this line of codes or block of codes will not going to be read by the compiler. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Okay, so as you can see, if we're going to save this one, okay, and we're going to create a class again, and then we're going to run the Java. So this line of code is not recognized by the compiler. But anyway, so let's start talking about variable. So variables in Java, okay, are there are a lot of there are different types of variable in Java, but today we're going to talk about, okay, um, three different types. Okay, so types of variable. Okay, so the first uh, type of variable that I'm going to talk about is string. Okay, string is used in text, like for example, name, okay, address, and etc. Right. So the next variable that I'm going to introduce is integer. So int is integer. Okay. So the use of integer is whole number. Example of that is will be 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. And the other variable that I'm going to introduce is double. Double is used in fraction. So for example, um, 1.5, okay, or 3.2, so on and so forth. Now, if we're going to run this program, or we're going to save, okay, as you can see, we're going to have an error because, okay, this is not correct Java declaration or code. So we're going to do some black comment in here that, that I was talking a while ago. So save and then clear the screen. So Java C variable that Java. Okay, as you can see, we don't have any error. Okay, it's good. So let's start today. So another thing in naming, okay, a variable, it should start in a letter, or for example, name, or an underscore name. Okay, cannot use number first like that. Okay, you cannot use space also like first name. Okay, so if you want to use that kind of variable name, you can use first and then underscore name. Okay, or you can use common case just like this, the first name. Okay, so in naming a variable there are rules, but you can check online what are and there's a lot of um, documentation online in doing variable or naming a variable in programming or specifically in Java. Well, anyway, so for example, we're going to create string. Okay, for example, string name. Okay, and then let's say first name is equal to William, and then string last name is equal to Aldana. Okay, so we have two variables here, and for us to um, display this in our compiler, okay, simply put system that out that print line, okay, so first name. Okay. So if we're going to run this program, we have a C, a variable that Java, okay, Java variable. Okay, so we don't have the, okay, what happened here? But why we don't have the first name? Okay, so we don't have the first name because, as you can see, these are case sensitive. Okay, we use big N in our first name. You should use big N also. But I wonder why we don't have any error at all. Okay, so again, let's compile the Java program. We should have an error. Okay, earlier I don't know what happened. Okay, so first name. Okay, but if we're going to put double quote in the text or the word first name, okay, we don't have we're not going to have the same result. Okay, because it the compiler will not going to recognize this as a variable. Okay, so we should not put double quote, okay, in the variable. So for example, my name, okay, okay, the text my name is, okay, then plus the variable name, first name, okay, then space, okay, and then the variable last name, okay. So as you can see, if we're going to put text, we are going to put double quote, and then if we're going to use variable, we're going to remove the double quote. Okay, so let's save this one. Okay, okay, Java variable. Okay, so that's it. So my name is William Aldana. Okay, so our string variable is working. The next variable that I'm going to introduce is integer. So as I was saying, integer is used in whole number. Like for example, we have integer first num, and for example, integer first num is equal to 10, and snum or second number is equal to 2. Okay, as you can see, we can declare variable just like this. In our first example, we separate the string first name and string last name. But in this example, we just separated the two variable using comma. Okay, so um, for example, we're going to get the sum of the first number and second number, but we're going to display the value first. System out that print line. Okay, first number is, okay, plus, okay, fnum. Then we're going to copy this one. Okay, second number is snum. Okay, so let's run the compiler. Java C variable that Java. Okay, Java variable. Okay, so why we don't see any number? Save. Let's see that again. Okay, there you have it. So first number is 10, second number is 2. Okay, so in order for us to get the sum of these two numbers, okay, of course we're going to declare integer sum is equal to fnum plus, okay, snum or second number, and then we can put something like this. Okay, we just copy this one. Um, the sum of fnum, of course, number, and, okay, plus snum is equal to, okay, plus the variable sum. Okay, because the variable sum is the one who is going to add the first number and the second number. Okay, so file save. Then let's compile this again. Then as you can see, the sum of 10 and 2 is equal to 12. So that's it. Another example is the double. So as I was saying, we use double for fraction or there's decimal point. For example, we have for first grading grade. So double FG for first grading is equal to 80.5. Then SG for second grading is equal to 90.7. Okay. Then to get the average of these two grades, okay, we declare double again. Okay, average or abe is equal to, okay, first grading plus second grading, okay, divided by 2. Okay. Uh, hmm, oops. Okay, so we just copy this one for us to show the text in our compiler. So we added this text. So simply first grading grade is FG, the variable is FG. Second grading grade, okay, we just put some column there. First grading, second grading grade, okay, is the variable SG. Okay, that is right. And average grade, okay, oops, average grade, okay, is what is a variable name? Abe. Okay, okay, let's save this thing. Okay, so you can actually give exercise to your student. Okay, Java variable. Okay, so as you can see, my name, this one, is William Aldana. You concatenate the string. Second, first number, second number. Okay, then first grading, second grading, and average. Okay. So that's all for now for variable. I know there's a lot of variable out still that we need to discuss, but using these three variable, we can actually create output, okay, in Java. So we can actually give exercise like, for example, getting the sum, the difference, the quotient, the product of the number of the given number of solvable calculator program, or for example getting their grade, like for example student's name, okay, and then subject, okay, okay, and then teacher. This will going to be the sample output, okay, or sample exercise, and then we put some separator there, and then first grading grade, okay, second grading grade, and then average grade. Okay, so or anything that you can like sample payroll. Okay, so you can give that exercise to a student if you are a teacher. But if you are still learning, you can actually solve this. You can actually do this sample program for you to practice what we had learned in using variable. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope this tutorial will help you in learning Java. Thank you.